Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball, HTB. Man, it feels good to be back. Yeah, where I belong. In saying that, guys, we've got a grand final sort of preview where I want to give you guys my thoughts, mash it up, and just see where we go. Again, this is ad lib. We'll see how we go. But in saying that, Penrith Panthers, South Sydney Rabbitohs, Brisbane Suncorp. Let's go. In saying that, before I get there, without further ado, hit my intro. Alright guys, as I was saying before, Panthers, Rabbitohs. Now, before we get into the team lineup, there's been a lot of speculation, a lot of drama, a lot of strife, I think. Obviously, you got the, the water guy, I guess, for lack of a better word, for the Penrith Panthers, who's been speculated by the Rabbitohs to be sort of infringing games. And you've sort of got, for example, Ivan Cleary saying that he doesn't want to be part of the mind games from Wayne Bennett. Again, this is what we like to see, drama before the ball has been kicked. Now, in saying that, again, I didn't actually get to react, my reaction to the Storm versus Panthers game, but just to sum it up quickly, I'll just say that first and foremost, gutsy game. Obviously, I'm following Penrith Panthers, so I'm happy, I'm doing this, so again, one more sort of journey, one more road, but again, what a good, gutsy, grueling match. Again, Penrith Panthers proving that they can still take it to the teams who bring it to them. A good grinding win. Now, in saying that, well done, boy, focus to this week. So in this week here, bar one player, it's basically an unchanged lineup for the Penrith Panthers. David Pangai Jr. selflessly giving up his spot for Spencer Leniu, who I'm sure will do a terrific job. And over the Rabbitohs, again, virtually unchanged. A strong, dominant squad from the game against Manly. Now, again, since I am following Penrith Panthers, I'll start with them first. So with Penrith Panthers, my thoughts on the squad. Look, it's the best squad they've got. Brian To'o's in there. Edwards is still a 50-50, but I think he'll be okay. At the same time, same with To'o. You got Cleary, Luai. You got Kikau, Koroisau, Yo. You got Martin. Again, just that same core dynamic sort of Panthers team that we know of. And again, as I switch over to the Rabbitohs team, you got Taft there at fullback. You got the halves need us, say less, I suppose. You've got the hookers, you've got Arrow, you've got Murray, you've got Kolomatangi, you've got Johnston, you've got Gagai. Again, that's just a mouth-watering clash. Now, as I sort of look into this game here, my first thoughts, though, is that I think Penrith Panthers need to ante up their defense. It's been on point. It's been just quite above elite level, I think, anyway. However, they're probably going to notch it up a bit more. Rabbitohs have a very loose sort of way in the way they attack, particularly the right edge, particularly where Gagai is. Johnston as well, wherever he is, he's always danger. So again, they've got to be alert to that. Also on top of that as well, their forwards just need to show up. Kikau cannot be having that type of lackluster game. I thought he was okay in patches. Could he have done better? He could have. Minutes from James Fisher-Harris. Again, Leniu will be coming off. He'll be that impact player. You're going to have Yo as well, capable. Again, it is just that type of game. And Lyoto as well, so he'll be back. He's going to add more to him. But this is the type of game where, especially for Penrith Panthers, considering they were there last year, whether you like it or not, you're going to have to use that pain from the last grand final, and you're going to have to use it to motivate you. That's it. There's nothing else they can do to really motivate themselves. Really, that's the reality here. This is what we're looking at. We're looking at a team that's been hurt, that could have but didn't, but have a chance now to redeem themselves. And again, that's sort of like an important narrative as you sort of head into it. So those are like my general thoughts. The way to sort of improve the team, look, you can't really improve much. I have said it before and I'll say it again. I do not think the Penrith Panthers practice on their attack, and that's not a bad thing. Look, obviously, all jokes aside, I'm sure they do, but I mean, they seem to be very defense focused, and so far it has paid off. Goodness me. Obviously the last time they met the Rabbitohs, right? Penrith Panthers lost, and thus their journey began, right? Whereas Rabbitohs won, and you can even argue they probably had the easiest sort of approach to the grand final. However, a win is a win. You just got to take it as it comes. Now with the Penrith Panthers, again, as mentioned, the defense is going to be very integral in this game here because they're going to be versing a very, I think, a very hot offensive team. Now, if I was to compare Rabbitohs' offense to Storm, look, I probably think I'll probably give that one there to Storm personally. But again, defensively, that's all that matters for the Penrith Panthers. So again, looking over at the Rabbitohs now for them, just some quick little thoughts on the squad. It's a good team. It's a strong team. It's a team that's been able to just, do away with its competition. Panthers, Manly, done. Now they get to verse Panthers again and show what they're made of, basically. And in saying that as well, thoughts and improvements, well, I guess for them, it'll have to be definitely the defense. I think the defense will have to improve. The way I sort of look at it is Penrith Panthers' defense, I think, is better. Now, you may disagree with me. That's okay. Penrith Panthers' defense, I think, is better than the Rabbitohs' attack, right? And Panthers' attack is better than the Rabbitohs' defense, if you get what I mean. So that's the way I'm sort of looking at it. So, yeah, I guess for Rabbitohs, they've just got to ante up there. However, in saying that, any team, anytime. Obviously, the last time that they played during the regular season, it was about 50-odd points, right? So, again, you got that sort of thing there. Now, I will sort of get to the story fairy tale sort of things at the end. But in saying that, that's just what it is. And again, sort of key players to look out for off the top of my head, you got Panthers, you got Cleary to take charge. That kicking game is going to be so important. That passing game is going to be so important. That cool head is going to be so important. He has, in my opinion, I think, grown and progressed so much as a rugby league player. And he's been through a lot of pain too last season. So I'm just going to say that he's going to be using that. Now, he has grown in leaps and bounds and obviously, missed out just on the Dally M. But in saying that, it is what it is over there. But he's going to need to lead up. This is going to be a game that he's going to have to take. He's going to have to take grasp of. Another player as well, To'o, depending on what he can do, usually runs 200 plus meters. He'll be very pivotal. You've also got, as I've said, Goroi Sau. He'll be another instrumental performer. James Fisher-Harris is another one. We've got to see how he goes, particularly in the contact. What he does usually lays the platform for the forwards, I think. So it's going to be important to see how he goes, particularly to watch the first contact. Watch the initial contact. That's what I love about rugby league is you can usually tell what's going to happen after the first hit up, attacking or defending, just right there and then. That's just my vibe. So it's going to be important to see how James Fisher-Harris goes in his first form of contact. I think that'll be very pivotal. Another player, just one more to add, I think for me would be Capel. An unsung hero, again, part of that journey. And it's his last game. And, we'll see what happens there. So those are sort of like my players there to look out for, my 5. And then for the Rabbitohs, Taff, Wonder Kid. Absolutely good season. He will be pivotal. I think he's a mature head. He has just got what it takes. I think anyway, he'll definitely be used next season. Another person, obviously, you got the halves. You got Reynolds and Walker. Now, in my opinion, if you're comparing the two halves, I give that point there to the Rabbitohs. So Reynolds and Walker will be absolutely pivotal to the way they structure, the way they format, the way they run. It's going to be so important. All eyes will be on Walker. Many a time he's been on the big stage, and a few times he has unfortunately not delivered. Is this a chance for him to redeem himself? I think so. Heading into this as well, there's just so much to gain here for both teams. There's just so much at stake here. 2 more to go. One for me, another one in the forward pack were to be Tom Burgess for me. I think he's just a good, solid player who does the job well, runs well, and provides a lot of that spark. And another one for me as well is going to be Cameron Murray. Depending on what he does, offensively, defensively as well, he's a very good workhorse. Again, gets the nitty-gritty, done the dirty work, and he, again, will be instrumental. So those are like my 5 players there to look out for. Tell me what you guys think. Who are yours? Let me know. Again, as we look into this team, anytime try scorers for me, look for Penrith Panthers, I'm probably going to go with Brian To'o. And then for the Rabbitohs, I'm probably going to go with Koloa Matangi, I think, anyway. And then obviously we come down to the prediction. All right. So in the prediction here, obviously, if you sort of gather the things I've said, what I've touched on, you probably you might sort of see where I'm sort of leaning towards. However, looking at this at face value, in terms of the journeys, in terms of the paths to the final, obviously you sort of look at it in the sense that it doesn't really matter. This is a new week, and it is. But I think sometimes, taking steps is also something that should be accounted for, and that's the way I'm looking at it. Now, if I'm to sort of compare the two, for me personally, I'm leaning towards the Penrith Panthers. Yes, surprise, surprise, the team I'm following. But the reason why I say that is because I just think, in terms of defense, in terms of just being able to guts it when they need to, they can. Rabbitohs, we haven't seen them under strife, or we have this season. Obviously, it's not going to be the same sort of showing for the grand final, but I think sometimes a team's season does sometimes play a pivotal role into the way they sort of perform leading into the finals, and we'll just see what happens there. But for me personally, I'm going Penrith Panthers 30, Rabbitohs 10. Anytime try scorers said total. Nathan Cleary, Clive Churchill, middle winner. That's what I'm going for as well. And again, I just think Penrith Panthers will be up for this game. I do see it being 13 plus personally. Sure, maybe a gutsy move, gutsy call, but that's just the way I'm sort of feeling it anyway. Tell me what you guys think. Am I wrong? Hey, I probably am. But again, there's a lot to sort of digest here. Now, the conclusion from this all, first and foremost, both teams, whoever wins it, it's going to be records, right? It'll be Ivan Cleary's first win as a coach, heading into his third grand final. He has lost his prior two. And then for example, you have Benji Marshall, right? 2005 was the last grand final he was in with the West Tigers when they beat the Cowboys. And I just think, just wow, I was about, I think like 12 or 13 then, I think, just wow. It's so good to just see these players. And is it his last swan song? I'm not too sure. But again, more story there. And I mentioned David Tabangai Jr. Now, obviously, he's damaged his MCL, I believe, according to NRL Physio. I don't want to misquote him, but I think there was that. And so he'll be out, unfortunately. But I think there may have been a chance, but he said, no, I'll give it up and give it to Lemieux, which is a selfless move. Now, heading into this, I think, in itself, it'll be a good little story there. That's just where I'm picking it. Obviously, Capewell's last game for Penrith, Reynolds' last game for the Rabbitohs. There's just so much at stake here. It's just one of those games, and obviously there's that little, there's that Wayne Bennett factor as well. There's that X factor that he has, and for me, even though I'm going for the Penrith Panthers, I'm still just a little bit torn. You sort of, what's the word? You sort of just admire Wayne Bennett regardless, really, and that's where I'm at. So, but in saying that, obviously, I'm still sticking to my guns. Now, again, this game here, look, I'm going to lay it out. Who wants it? Who is the hungriest? Who wants to show people that they can rise to the occasion? Who here understands the memory, understands the pain, or who here understands the work, the hard work, the dedication, the commitment that is taken for them to get from A to B, from C to D, and then from E straight to the grand final? This is going to be a game where they're going to test your attrition. It's going to get painful. It's going to get hurt. You're going to get sore. There'll be moments in that game where I'm sure you'd rather just be sitting down, laying down, trying to rest your body, but you know what? You can't. This is the moment here where legends are born, where your absolute career elevates itself. This is the other part of it where you probably become a bit of an afterthought. Over here is where they remember winners. Unfortunately, in the grand final, as we all know, you don't celebrate the losers. You only celebrate the winners. And as someone who is wearing a Warriors, beanie, and as you can see, the team I support, people only remember the Roosters and Manly. Now in this game here, it's do or die, baby. This is what we love, though. This is rugby league, right? This is exactly what you work for. This is exactly why, as fans, you put your heart and everything into it. Why? Because at the end of the day, there's nothing more spectacular than watching your team rise to the occasion, rise to the top, and lift up that premiership trophy. And if there's anything else to learn, if there's anything else to take away from this, is that at the end of the day, you gotta put your best foot forward. You gotta leave it right there and then. There's no room for excuses. This is it. Truly the last dance. But in saying that, guys, this is my last NRL video. Fixture wise, that is, guys, it has been an absolute journey. I will be reacting to this. I will be going live. Heads up as well, I'm also going to be doing a ball and all chat tomorrow. I'm going to be doing that, bring in some more thought-provoking topics as well. We'll cover a multitude of topics in the NRL, and we'll go from there. But yeah, or maybe rugby league in general, actually. But yeah, that is sort of like my spin. What is yours? What do you think? Who wins? But yeah, anyway, guys, this has been an awesome sort of video to make, and yeah, I'm looking forward to your opinions. Tell me what you think. But yeah, take it easy, guys. It's been a blast doing this, and in regards to more season, in regards to more NRL videos, well, hey, I'll see you guys in round 1. But in saying that, a lot of summer content coming your way. Take it easy, be well, and yeah, look to the 2 grand finalists. If you want to win, what you have to do, that's right, hold the ball. Take it easy. See you guys next time. Go Penrith.